Hey, my friend, good seeing you. Just can you quantify what it means to be in front of the home crowd, that many, 40,000 strong, and what it does for you and your teammates?
It's a massive difference. It gives the whole team, the whole group, a massive boost having so many fans behind us. It's a good feeling as well because I think the last, I don't know how many games we've played, not in front of many fans. I think we've only had our last 2 games or so that I've had fans. So it's a nice feeling to have them back.
Next question to Doug.
Hey, Jake, thanks for doing this. Y'all are finally going to get to face a team that has played a midweek game while y'all have fresh legs. Does that change the approach at all?
No, I don't think so. I think you go into every game as prepared as you can, really. I don't, obviously, depends what way people look at it. I mean, for us, I think we'll just go into it as any other game. Even if they had a midweek game or not, I think we'll just play our own game, to be honest. And I think we'll just focus on hopefully getting the 3 points.
Thank you.
Next question to Felipe.
Hey, Jake, could you go back to the first half against Miami? You guys played really well for that first 45 minutes, a lot of good movement. Just talk about, if you don't mind, the progression of the wingers. Like, how are you guys understanding the concepts, the responsibility of kind of being on both sides of the field, moving inside, moving outside?
It's just something that the gaffer likes us to do as wingers. He puts so much trust in the boys. Like he says he can go inside, outside, wherever. Really, I mean, it's good. I mean, last year under the managers last year, you start to drift in, but you don't have as much information. Whereas here, Gabby gives you so much information.
Next one to Doug.
Hey, Jake, it seems like 10 years ago, but do you remember the crowd from the Cincinnati game last year? That was kind of the last mega crowd y'all got to play in front of.
Yeah, I do, yeah. I do remember it well.
Well, what do you remember about it?
Just the noise, really, to be honest. I've had a handful of games where you can't really hear anything on the pitch, and that was one of them.
Okay.
This should be good for sure.
Well, I'll keep going if that's okay.
Yeah, Doug, go ahead then, Felipe.
It's only going to be 40,000 people there on Saturday, but it figures to be loud. How will y'all be able to hear what Heinze is going to want you to do, because he likes to communicate throughout the game?
I'm sure we'll hear him. I'm sure we'll definitely hear him. I mean, it'll either be someone passing a message on or him getting the message there himself.
Okay.
All right, next one to Felipe.
Thanks, Justin. Jake, is there, in those, you mentioned Gabriel giving you a lot of information, is there kind of a collective understanding to perhaps play faster? And is that, when being at home, is it easier for you guys to kind of pick up the pace and possession?
I don't know if it's necessarily playing faster. It might be playing smarter, maybe. Like I said, he gives you a lot of information, good information, which in turn helps us play the way we want to play and the way he wants us to play. Yeah, I mean, we do it a lot in training, so the information it's pretty clear by the end of the week. So we just have to implement that in the games.
Next question to Pedro from Territorio MLS. Pedro, go ahead.
Hi, Jake. Pedro from Brazil. Well, just one win in 4 games. Not the start that you guys expected. And here in Brazil, we have a lot of confidence that Atlanta will have a great year. What we can expect from Atlanta United the last of the season?
Sorry, what was that last bit?
What we can expect from Atlanta United this season?
High tempo, pressing, organisation, and a willingness to score goals. I feel like we have a lot of chances. Me personally as well, I've had quite a few chances that I should do better with, but I feel like we're nearly there in terms of like taking them chances and stuff like that. I mean, like I said, I think it'll come. We've just got to put the chances away.
Thank you.
Any last questions? Sure. We'll go to Ronald Pena. Ronald, go ahead.
Hey, Jake. The team had a bit of stretch where you guys were playing every 3 or 4 days. At the end of the Miami game, you guys looked like you had heavy legs. Now you guys had about a week off. How important is that for the recovery of the team and for the tempo of the game coming up?
Yeah, it's massive. It does take a little toll on you playing every couple of days. It's quite tough, especially like having 2 of them games in Florida, like midday in Florida. It takes a lot out of you. It's the heat is crazy and stuff like that. But I mean, that's part of football. There's a lot of teams around the world and in this league that have to do it. So it's part of the game. But I mean, a week to prepare and to recover helps a lot.
All right. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Hey guys, thanks for joining again. We'll have Justin here in a second to introduce Coach and Pedro.
Thanks, everyone. We'll get started with the press conference. First question to Zach Klein.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Good to see y'all again. Can you please give us an update on Barco and Dom? I don't think I saw them out there today training with the team.
Si puedes dar una noticia de Barco y Jürgen Damm que hoy no estuvieron con el grupo.
Lo he dicho hace una semana, 2 semanas que tiene una lesión muscular y todavía siguen recuperándose.
I said I think a week ago that both of them are with a muscle injury and they are still recovering.
Next question to Zach Klein.
Hey, Coach, can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we go.
Okay, just wanted to say thanks for having us out of practice today. It was great seeing you at Mercedes-Benz. I appreciate that. Just what have you been told about playing in front of a sold-out crowd, and what are your expectations going into this sold-out match?
Dice, gracias por recibirnos hoy en el entrenamiento. Fue un gusto. ¿Y qué has escuchado sobre jugar en un partido con público lleno en Mercedes-Benz?
Bueno, que he escuchado que la gente anima mucho.
Well, I heard that the atmosphere is very good.
Que este estadio, que es algo, que es un hermoso estadio.
It's a beautiful stadium to play.
Que lo hace más lindo la gente.
And it's even more beautiful with the people inside.
Y eso, bueno, al estar en nuestra casa, eso es muy bonito.
And to be at home is great.
Thank you.
Next question to Felipe.
Buenas tardes, Gabriel y Pedro. Gabriel, me gustaría si puede regresar un poco al primer tiempo contra Miami, que Atlanta dominó el partido, movieron muy bien el balón, circularon bien. La pregunta es si usted está satisfecho con el ritmo de juego del equipo en posesión, o si es algo que quizás están trabajando de jugar un poquito más rápido.
No. El jugar más rápido o más vertical, porque a veces jugar rápido significa mover más el balón o jugar más directo, más vertical.
Like there are like I'm not sure if it's like to play faster with the ball, or you're talking more like about in a more vertical way.
Sí, yo diría que como es el producto de circular el balón más rápido para jugar más vertical, si eso es algo que se está trabajando.
No siempre,
Not always.
porque posiblemente cuando muevas el balón rápido no debe de terminar siempre vertical.
Like also because if you move the ball fast, maybe you don't need to finish in a vertical way.
Creo que también el jugar vertical te la da la característica también del adversario.
Also, the option to play vertical is also dictated by the characteristics of the opponent.
Porque si el rival espera en una zona muy baja, jugar tan vertical creo que le facilitaría el juego a ellos.
Because if we play like too vertical and the opponent play with a low block, I think it would be easier for the opponent.
Y ahí me voy al otro concepto que dijo usted. Me gustaría ahí elegiría jugar rápido y mover rápido el balón.
And now I will go again to the concept you mentioned before, that is to play fast with the ball.
Gracias.
Next question to Pedro from Territorio MLS.
Hi, profe. Atlanta tiene muchos aficionados aquí en Brasil y todos están contentos con su fichaje. Me gustaría apenas que enviara un mensaje a la afición brasileña del Atlanta United, que es muy grande y gosta mucho de usted.
Bueno, le mando un saludo muy grande desde acá y que nos siga apoyando.
I would like to say hi to them and please keep us supporting us.
All right, two more. We'll go to Doug and then back to Felipe.
Yes, y'all are going to get to play a team on Saturday that just played last night, which is a change for y'all. Is facing a team that will likely have tired legs. Does it change your approach at all?
Atlanta va a enfrentar a un equipo que jugó anoche, que eso es un cambio para el club, y si eso, el hecho de que ellos tienen piernas cansadas, pues va a impactar el partido.
De la misma manera que he contestado cuando nosotros estábamos en esa circunstancia, contestaré ahora.
Like as I answered this question when we were, it was our situation, we didn't have much time to recover.
No creo que haya ninguna ventaja de ninguna de las dos partes.
I don't think there is any advantage from any of both sides.
Thank you.
Next one to Felipe.
Listo, gracias. La última, Gabriel, que si ha podido hacer un análisis ya profundo sobre Montreal, un equipo que viene bien, ganaron anoche, muy físicos y tienen un mediocampo que maneja muy bien el balón. ¿Qué desafío presentan ellos?
About his analysis on Montreal and the challenge they present.
Sí, es un equipo que tiene muy claro los aspectos del juego.
It's a team with a clear idea of the aspects of the game.
Cuando no tiene el balón, lo que hace es poner también mucha gente para cortar la circulación.
In the moment without the ball, what they do is to add a lot of players to try not to allow to move the ball.
Es un hermoso, para mí va a ser un partido muy bonito.
It's going to be a great game for me.
Pero sí que es verdad que vamos a enfrentar a un equipo muy duro y muy trabajado.
We're going to play against a very hard team and a very well-worked team.
Thanks, everyone. That'll conclude today's press conference.
Thank you.